guys. I am. It's sort of been a response to some of the messages I saw out there today and what's been going on and all that. We do feel that we're progressing and that we are feeling better because and what we were realizing today is it's hard to judge how far down and out you are at any one point after you get so far out of it. And so if you raise a few levels, you think, my God, it's almost like I'm me again, only to find out, no, there's so much that was taken and so much that we were out of. And again, we each day or every few days, it seems like we've awoken again to what once was what we were. And I have to admit, knowing what psychology is and all that junk, and being half a priest or something too, I don't know. Regardless of the cause, right? We've definitely had been suffering some form of depression. It was a long-term thing had set in, and it was grinding on us, I do believe. And one of the ways I realized that was because of I realized recently at a few points in time, not very much now, mind you, but here or there, these moments that were just slightly unguarded, like just before the attacks begin and stuff like that, of what it is to be not stressed, to wake up peacefully. You see what I'm saying? And that contributed to my realization of a lot of what had been going on. I saw a video, somebody was talking about reaching for a inheritance and how it was there, and I basically only need to reach for it, but the enemy had me hypnotized. That's what it was. And I was thinking, and that's what put me in mind of this and why I wanted to respond to that particular argument or supposition that I was hypnotized. Duh! You know what beguilement is? Well, do you know what it is to have half your brain taken? Do you know what it is to have your brain capacity dampered? But we do continue to improve, and we continue to reach these stages of realizations and so on. And so an awful lot of what we have been in the past, that why couldn't we succeed type of attitude is starting to return a little bit, but it's coming back with a whole different type of confidence, we'll call it. So it is inevitable. I have to think it is inevitable. It's just that if for nothing else, we'll get to that certain point where we're like, I'm so bored. I have to do this. And then the ball will go rolling, and that'll be that. For some supposed inheritance, nah. I don't know that family, I'm sure. I'm not claiming those people, and I don't think you can claim me either. Especially if you claim that other one flying around in the damn plane. You know what I'm saying? That kind of says it all. Oh, goodness. Referring to us as siblings, that was damned insulting. You know that? And you know what? It's okay. If there's such a thing as righteous indignation, and there's such a thing as righteous offense, isn't there? Excuse me. I broke away. I had to come back. It was just too darn funny. I had to stop. That's what it was. And I was cackling so hard, I was holding up my sides and everything. That has to be the funniest damned one of them yet. I mean, let's see. There's something about it being a prodigal. And then there was, of course, being a spouse. Or there was a soul contract. Oh God, what was it? There had to be another one, but that must have been the funniest one that suggests they were my sibling. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody said something of that before. Have they been a, a twin? Oh, yeah, right, sure, right. Well, I guess some people talk any kind of garbage, you know, just anything, just in hopes that something will stick. Of course, it's strange whenever they're not considering the fact that if you say so many things that are just completely unbelievable, that after a while you're not believable, and you start getting written off with all the rest of them. Liar, liar. Um, I don't know if your pants are on fire or not, uh, but we're feeling at least well enough to, you know, generate a little banter here, a little play, like as if we're somebody that's got a pair or something, huh? No, I haven't seen the return of my rope yet. Nope, nope. Oh, I know. I've heard stories about how they're remorseful, right? I saw something that reminded me very much of them, tearing, expressing uh, sorrow and stuff, remorse, regret of some sort. And I watched a few seconds of it before I thought, oh, wait a minute, there's a crocodile tears. That's right. Never mind. Click. And turn that off. Because, I mean, I've seen them. I look, remember who I've been around as much as I can remember in this life. They're talented people. They can turn that stuff on like at a button, man, like on a faucet. Just turn, click, 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 click. Oh, okay, let's whip up some tears. Woo! We're so sorry. Oh, yeah, 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 sure you are. It's lizard. Yes, I'm trying to entertain myself. I am. I've been piddling around. I know, yeah, we're not reaching for the prize. Man, we're not sure there's any prize there anyway, other than leaving. But, because we don't want the world. Uh, so, yeah, like normal, I try to keep things light. So, yeah, I've been piddling around a little bit, using some of my own advice and stuff like that. And I realized this cooking thing is in itself like a grounding. Not that I want to be grounded, and we don't want to be grounded at all, but one of those centering things that brings you back. It's one of those reference points. You're doing these normal things to make you feel normal. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were on a bad acid trip, for example. Some of you know what I'm talking about. I can remember one night when I had rotating personalities. I still remember that. That was trick. That was not that I couldn't get used to it or anything. I don't know where we were going to be going with that or anything, but it was special. That was for sure. And I went to go cook because I needed to recenter myself as to who, and what I was. And it is, if you ever get out of sorts, basically, you can go do something normal, such as cooking or cleaning or whatever is normal for you. You can brush your teeth. That's a normal thing. Something that's mundane, something you do habitually, something that's just, you just chores and stuff like that. It's stuff you can do and do it almost without even thinking. Normal stuff to recenter you as and in the reality, let's say. It's also a good way to create a sort of meditative space. where when you're doing these things that are all normal, it's sort of like, I guess what they'd say about playing the guitar. Your left hand's doing one thing, your right hand's doing another thing, and then there's this other thing that's in the middle. At some point, you figure out is you, or a part of you. The one that's watching all of it, observing you being you, which is you. I know. Start to sound like some kind of Indian guru or something, but anyway, it's the term centering, and people understand that. And so I think some of that has been what we've been doing. And it's sort of a form of healing, I suppose. And in the process, you let go of that one, and you let go of this one, and you reiterate the reasoning why and how you're able to do that by saying, do you see me even having a conversation with this particular person? The most special ones that I've known in my entire life? No! Can I let go of you? Duh! You're nobody to me, aren't you, in reality? Considering all that I've lost and let go of and had been forced to say goodbye to, in essence, just simply for security purposes, so that we can actually reach our goals and our destination as planned by those who love us. Yep. We're coming along, guys. Thanks very much.